Kevin Herter with the Atlanta Hawks, and you're listening to 3-Point Conversion.
Hey, Nate. What did you see in the fourth quarter that made this comeback possible?
I just saw growth. I saw growth from this group. I saw a team that showed that they continue to believe and just didn't give in or give up in that fourth quarter. Pretty much Washington had momentum really throughout the game, and they got momentum going into the fourth quarter. I think we were down 8, maybe 7, 8 points at that time. And, we just talked about, we've been here before, we've been in this situation before. We know what we need to do now, and let's go out and execute. And you saw a team tonight, again, show some growth, continue to believe in each other, continue to believe in the things that they do out there, and found a way to win the game. And they played a 48-minute game, which is what we've been talking about really all season long, that we have to play.
Clinching a playoff spot, just what does that say about how far this team has come?
I mean, it's great. The one goal has been accomplished. When I came down with Coach Pierce this year, that was the goal, to get this team to the playoffs and to take that next step. Tonight we do that, but now we have an opportunity to play for home court, and so there's still work to be done. But great job by these guys coming together, playing good, solid basketball on both ends of the floor, believing in each other, and what we try to condition them to do out there. And the first accomplishment is we get that tonight.
Chris Kirshner.
Hey, Nate, what was the reaction like in the locker room after the game? And what do you tell the guys after a win like this, when obviously you do end up clinching a playoff berth?
Everybody's, of course, we're excited about clinching tonight, and we had to do this. It wasn't some other team doing it for us tonight. There was somewhat of a challenge to the guys. We've been talking about, we're in the fourth quarter, and we need to finish this season off. And tonight we do the first part of that in clinching against a very good, scrappy Washington team tonight. So again, that they're showing growth, and this is pretty much what we wanted to see. They have to go through it. Tonight was a hard-fought game in the sense that they could have gave in. A young team, when Washington was playing so well in that third quarter, and late in that third quarter, the fourth quarter, they stayed together. They continued to believe, and they found a way to win this game.
Raphael Haynes.
Hey, Coach, congrats on making the playoffs.
Thank you.
You talked about being a young team and team growing up. Do you think now they're getting to the point where mentally they're starting to, grow and become battle tested, if you want to say?
I hope this game helps us in that sense, that you continue to believe. As long as there's time on that clock, you have a chance, and you have to recognize where you are, especially going into that fourth quarter. We talked about being calm in the fourth. We talked about being clear about where we are, what we need to do, and then being connected. And tonight we saw that. Defensively, we started to get stops. Our last game in the fourth quarter, we gave up 45 points to this team. Tonight we gave up 25 points. So just understanding, what you need to do in that fourth quarter. And again, tonight is we'll grow from this. We'll learn from this. We proved tonight that we're still in games in situations like that.
Anthony Patterson.
Hey, Coach, you kind of alluded to, of course, getting the stops and just making the plays necessary in this game. My question in particular is, what just impresses you more in this game? Was it being able to get the stops that you needed, or just knowing that the opportunities was there and your team was able to basically stay mentally ready and convert?
Well, just staying together and believing in that fourth quarter. Again, we needed to get stops. They pretty much had a good rhythm that third quarter and had momentum going into the fourth. And we just stayed together. We continued to do what we needed to do, which was get stops defensively. Offensively, we started to be able to make some baskets. I thought, late in that game, we had a couple sets where we kind of rushed some things and we settled down. We settled down in that fourth quarter and started to execute and get control of the game. So, this is something that, we've been talking about. We're going to have to go through, pressure situations, games is on the line. And not being distracted by officiating, a lot of things like that. And tonight, we toughed it out. We stayed connected. We was able to finish this game. It took us all 48 minutes to get it done, but they did.
Sarah Spencer.
Hey, Nate. I know there's a lot more to accomplish and you guys aren't done yet. But just for you personally, to have taken over halfway and to have helped get this team to the playoffs, what does this mean to you? How gratifying is this to you?
It means a lot, because it really, when Coach Lloyd came and asked me to be a part of his staff, this was what we were talking about, to try to help him. Help this organization get to the playoffs. The unfortunate situation is that Coach Pierce is not here. So this is what I came down here for, was to help, try to get this team to the next level. They've done a great job of responding to the coaching and the challenges that we have given them, and this was the goal for this organization at the beginning of the season. These guys have stepped up and accomplished that. So I'm just, thrilled to death that I could be a part of this.
Yakiri Thomas.
Congratulations again on the win, Coach.
Thank you.
As far as chemistry, would you agree that everyone was playing for each other tonight?
Absolutely. The sacrifices that we've been talking about, that this team is going to have to make. You saw that tonight. Solomon Hill, basically, minutes have been cut since, DeAndre has come back the last couple of games, and he was basically playing limited minutes tonight, but just stepping in with 13 seconds to go on the clock, getting a big stop, a big rebound, and then stepping up and knocking down those shots. A lot of times you have players, they're sitting on the sidelines and they're pouting because they're not playing. And this team hasn't shown that. Those guys, our guys this season have been keeping themselves ready when they get the opportunity or when their number is called. They are coming out and being productive. And basically he was the player of the game for us tonight. That big rebound and knocking down those 2 free throws. Those are the things that we're going to have to continue to do, is sacrifice. You never know when your name is going to be called, but you got to be ready to go.
Chris Kirschner.
Obviously, the job's not done, and there's still seeding to be had, whether it's the 4, 5, 6 seed. How do you get the guys to buy in these final 2 games to keep their focus up?
Well, we talked about it at the end tonight, that we have another game tomorrow, and Orlando is going to be scrappy, and Houston these guys are just going to be playing loose and free and hard. And we got to come in with the focus, that mindset that we have to play a solid ball game these remaining 2 games. And, so we've always prepared the guys, given them exactly what they're going to be facing. And we'll see how we respond to that. But these guys have been responding with focus, execution, and, just playing this game together. They've done a solid job. So I expect us to be ready to go tomorrow night.
Got maybe 2 more. Evan Chenard.
Coach, was sort of the big picture plan for DeAndre Hunter to play in one of these 2 games and so he'll play tomorrow?
Well, after, Kevin, after the first game, basically this was on, our staff just really being cautious with DeAndre, and he doesn't have any setbacks or anything like that. They're just, looking at, he played that first game. They want to be extra cautious with his return, because the first return, he played in those games and he was out. So the plan was to sit him out this game. We'll reevaluate him again tomorrow and see if he can get some minutes in tomorrow's game and these final 2 games.
Final question will go to Christos.
Hey, Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
What was the biggest turnaround, the biggest improvement through through the fourth quarter, and how big part of your identity was the last 3 minutes of the game?
Well, again, the defensive end of the floor, we did a good job of getting stops and then going down and scoring, which is what you have to do in the fourth quarter. I thought we, just show a calmness, a poise about us that we needed in that fourth quarter. They really seemed like momentum had swung to their side, and our guys just stayed with it, the first and the second unit, because our second unit started off, that fourth quarter, and then the starters eventually had to finish. So it was a group effort with our guys tonight. Stayed with it the last 12 minutes, and we was able to get a win. But it starts on the defensive end of the floor.
Coach, let me get one more. I'm sorry. Go to Alexander, and this will be the last question.
Coach, congratulations on the great, very important victory and getting now clinching the playoff position. What do you think was the most important in the last month or so for the team to get into this great position? And was it like one particular thing, or did simply just everything work the way it's supposed to work, sort of?
Well, just buying into the style of play that was necessary for them to give themselves a chance to win. And, we always talk about, bringing the energy and playing with a sense of urgency. We talk about execution on both ends of the floor and playing a 48-minute game. So all of those things, this team has been able to do and win ball games, and it's going to come down to, situations like tonight where it's going to be tough. It's going to be difficult, and you have to, stay together. And they've shown that in fourth quarters, and they've been able to win games. At the beginning of the season, we were playing really good basketball for 36 minutes, sometimes 40 minutes. But it was, that fourth quarter, the last 5 minutes where we were losing games. Tonight, they just show growth in staying together, calming down out there and executing on both ends of the floor, getting stops, and then offensively, moving the ball and knocking down shots when they needed to.